On this video we're taking a look at our NBA parlay picks and best bets for the games that are happening on Friday, April 8, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay pick is Detroit Pistons vs Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks -6. And here is why. Winning against the Boston Celtics last night was a big step toward securing the number 2 seed in the East for the Milwaukee Bucks, but now they have to double it down with a win at Detroit tonight. Beating the Pistons shouldn't be too hard of a task. They've done so in 16 of the last 17 meetings and are currently on an 8-game road winning streak against them. Head coach Mike Budenholzer has only one injury worry, and that is Grayson Allen, who is questionable with a hip problem. The Bucks are 10-0 in the last 10 games versus East teams. They've also covered in 12 of 15 versus the Pistons and in 10 of 14 overall on the road. The Milwaukee Bucks are averaging 115 points on 46.6% shooting and allowing 112 points on 45.6% shooting. Giannis Antetokounmpo is averaging 30.1 points and 11.6 rebounds, while Chris Middleton is averaging 20.1 points and 5.4 assists. Jrue Holiday is the third double-digit scorer, and Bobby Portis is dishing 1.2 assists. The Milwaukee Bucks are shooting 36.7% from beyond the arc and 77.3% from the free throw line. The Milwaukee Bucks are allowing 35.7% shooting from deep and are grabbing 46.7 rebounds per game. Detroit's spot is also pretty much settled as they are 2 games back from 13th placed Indiana, and 15th placed Orlando is 2.5 games back with just 2 left to play. The Pistons had a solid run with 3 straight wins over Philly, OKC and Indiana, but then they ran into a more serious opponent in Dallas and lost by 18 in their last game. Cade Cunningham still has hope of winning Rookie of the Year honors, so he is giving it all despite the team going nowhere. Detroit did beat Milwaukee once this season, but in that game they got hot from 3-point land and nailed 18 of 43 shots. The Bucks are ramping up for the playoffs. I just can't see them letting that happen again here. Go with a road team to cover. The Detroit Pistons are averaging 104.8 points on 43.1% shooting and allowing 112 points on 47.1% shooting. Jerami Grant is averaging 19.2 points and 4.1 rebounds, while Cade Cunningham is averaging 17.3 points and 5.5 assists. Saddiq Bey is the third double-digit scorer, and Marvin Bagley III is grabbing 6.8 rebounds. The Detroit Pistons are shooting 32.8% from beyond the arc and 78% from the free throw line. The Detroit Pistons are allowing 36.3% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43 rebounds per game. Our second parlay pick is Brooklyn Nets vs Cleveland Cavaliers. Nets -7. And here is why. The Cleveland Cavaliers are averaging 107.4 points on 46.8% shooting and allowing 105.2 points on 45.2% shooting. Darius Garland is averaging 21.6 points and 8.6 assists, while Jared Allen is averaging 16.1 points and 10.8 rebounds. Evan Mobley is the third double-digit scorer, and Lauri Markkanen is grabbing 5.7 rebounds. The Cleveland Cavaliers are shooting 35.2% from beyond the arc and 76.1% from the free throw line. The Cleveland Cavaliers are allowing 35.1% shooting from deep and are grabbing 44.3 rebounds per game. Losing Jared Allen was a catastrophic event for the Cavaliers as they keep slipping further down the standings as we approach these last couple of games. After sitting in 4th for most of the season, they've now fallen to 7th in the East after going 8-16 in games without their center. If they lost tonight they'd drop to 8th place as Brooklyn would have the tiebreaker since they lead the regular season series 2-1. In their last game, the Cavs lost at Orlando 120-115, which wasn't a good look for them. They are now just 2-8 at TS in their last 10 games and 1-5 at TS in their last 6 on the road. The Brooklyn Nets are averaging 112.5 points on 47.4% shooting and allowing 112.3 points on 45.3% shooting. Kevin Durant is averaging 30.1 points and 6.1 assists, while Kyrie Irving is averaging 27.1 points and 4.1 rebounds. Seth Curry is the third double-digit scorer, and LaMarcus Aldridge is grabbing 5.6 rebounds. The Brooklyn Nets are shooting 36.1% from beyond the arc and 80.1% from the free throw line. The Brooklyn Nets are allowing 34.6% shooting from deep and are grabbing 44.2 rebounds per game. Brooklyn got a huge moral boost after coming back from 21 points down to beat the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Kevin Durant had a triple-double, while Kyrie Irving added 24 points, 8 rebounds and 7 assists, and now the Nets have a really good chance of finishing 7th and hosting the play-in tournament game. This team knows what's at stake here, so I wouldn't put too much into their recent run of 1-5 at TS in their last 6 games. They've beaten the Cavs 11 times in the last 16 at Barclays Center and are by far the more experienced team. Evan Mobley could return to the Cavs lineup here, but without Allen this team doesn't stand much of a chance. Go with the Nets to win big here and secure the 7th seed and home court in the play-in. Our third parlay pick is Miami Heat vs Atlanta Hawks. Heat -2. The Atlanta Hawks have been on fire as they've won 6 of their last 7 games and they will be looking to stay hot after routing the Wizards in a 118-103 win on Wednesday. Trae Young led the team with 30 points and 11 assists, Danilo Gallinari added 26 points with 10 rebounds, Clint Capella added 19 points, while Bogdan Bogdanovic provided the spark off the bench with 18 points. As a team, the Hawks shot 46% from the field and 16 of 39 from the three-point line as they set the tone with 40 points in the first quarter to take the early lead before they held the Wizards to just 38 points in the second half to make it a blowout. DeAndre Hunter had a rough night as he scored just 10 points on 3 of 13 shooting, while Kevin Huerter finished with just 5 points on 2 of 9 shooting. The Hawks and Heat meet with both needing wins to secure playoff seeding in the Eastern Conference. Miami can clinch the top spot in the Eastern Conference with a win, while Atlanta needs to win their last 2 with either Cleveland or Brooklyn going 1-1 in their final 2 games to lock up the 7th seed for the play-in tournament. The Heat are 12-2 straight up against their Southeast Division foes. The Hawks are responsible for one of those 2 defeats. Miami has 6 players who are questionable for the game, but PJ Tucker has been ruled out with a calf strain. Atlanta will still be missing John Collins for this game. The Miami Heat have been on a nice run as they've reeled off 5 wins on the trot, and they will be eager to maintain their momentum after making light work of the Hornets in a 144-115 win on Tuesday. Tyler Herro led the team with 35 points on 11 of 18 shooting off the bench. Jimmy Butler added 27 points with 8 assists. Bam Adebayo tallied 22 points with 9 rebounds and 3 assists, while Duncan Robinson drained 7 three-pointers to finish with 21 points off the bench. As a team, the Heat shot a healthy 57% from the field and 23 of 42 from the three-point line as they poured in 41 points in the second quarter to take the narrow lead at halftime before they outscored the Hornets by 42-18 in the fourth quarter to make it a complete blowout in the end. The Hawks' last loss against Toronto validated what I've been saying about their offense without Collins. Unless Trae Young goes off for a near 40-point night, the Hawks struggle against good defensive teams. That's what you're betting on if you're backing Atlanta, who is just 13-26 against the spread on the road this season. The last 3 times the Hawks have covered on the road was against the Knicks, Thunder, and Pacers. Miami has motivation to play well, and this could be an eventual first-round matchup in the playoffs. And for our best bets, our first best bet is Dallas Mavericks vs Portland Trail Blazers, over 220. And here is why. The Portland Trail Blazers have been in dreadful form as they've lost 13 of their past 14 games, and they will be hoping to arrest a 9-game slide after getting routed by the Pelicans in a 127-94 road loss last night. Drew Eubanks led the team with 20 points on 9 of 11 shooting, CJ Ellaby added 17 points, while Reggie Perry chipped in with 15 points on 7 of 10 shooting off the bench. As a team, the Trail Blazers shot 52% from the field and 11 of 31 from the three-point line, but they committed a total of 22 turnovers and gave up a total of 23 offensive rebounds. While the Mavericks' offense has been potent, they have had issues defensively. They have ranked just 20th in defensive rating over the last 10, which should give the Trail Blazers a chance of reaching the 100-point mark. Each of the last 11 games in which the Blazers have scored 100 or more have cleared the combined 220-point total, and tonight could be more of the same. Over the last 10 games, the Trail Blazers have also ranked 28th in opponent fast break points per game. On top of that, they are 29th in opponent second chance points per game and allow more points off turnovers than any other team in the NBA. That gives the Mavericks plenty of avenues to pick up quick and easy scores. Back the over as a result. Our second best bet is Dallas Mavericks vs Portland Trail Blazers, Mavericks -18. and here is why. The Dallas Mavericks have been in great shape as they've won 7 of their last 9 games and they will be aiming for a third straight victory after routing the Pistons in a 131-113 road win on Wednesday. Luka Doncic led the team with 26 points, 8 rebounds and 14 assists. Jalen Brunson added 24 points on 9 of 15 shooting, while Dorian Finney-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie each scored 13 points. As a team, the Mavericks shot 56% from the field and 15 of 33 from the three-point line as they got off to a quick start and outpaced the Pistons who shot just 42% from the field. The Dallas Mavericks are still in the hunt for the 3rd seed in the Western Conference standings. As a result, they have not messed around, winning 5 of their last 6 games, with 2 of those coming by margins of 18 points or more. Tonight they will be playing at home against a team that has shown little fight of late. The Portland Trail Blazers have lost 9 of their last 10, including a 127-94 loss to the New Orleans Pelicans on Thursday. Considering this will be their 2nd game in as many nights, they will likely have real issues improving on that result, especially playing on the road. The Trail Blazers have struggled on both ends of the court. Over the last 10 games they have ranked 29th in offensive and 28th in defensive ratings. It has left the team with the worst net rating during that stretch. The Mavericks, on the other hand, are 6th on the offensive side of things during that time. Considering that the visitors have allowed opponents to score 115 or more points in 8 of their last 10, the Mavericks should continue to have success. And with the Trail Blazers failing to reach the 100-point mark in their last 3 outings, it should give the home team a great chance to cover. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you the user or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.